Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where you can count on the trusted performance of Allevo seed treatment to protect your soybean crop. Well, the Jackson County Regional Livestock Market will have a bred cow sale with over 120 head on Friday at 6 p.m. JCRLM.com, your livestock authority. Well, Dale checks in with an update from Ag Revolution. Dale?
Joining me is Jeff Lentz with Ag Revolution. And Jeff, farmers are really digesting this idea. Is it here to last? You know, are you going to be in business 10 years from now? So what's your reaction to all that?
They've gone through a transition of dealers, and we want them to know that we're here, you know, and we're just not in Ohio. We're in Western Kentucky, Southern Illinois, Southern Indiana. So we are embedded here. We're under the AGCO umbrella, and we're here to take care of the Ohio farmer.
As we start to look and plan for seasons coming up and things, how far out do you work since you're coming to the farm? And if I need a new piece of equipment or I want to look at something new, when do we get in touch with you and how?
They can they can go to our website, agrev.com. All of our locations are on our website. Give us a call. All of our sales reps' names and the numbers are on there as well.
A farmer-first philosophy.
Yes.
Do farmers question, what do you mean by that? And that's got to be fun to explain at times, doesn't it?
It is. Our farmer-first philosophy is we come to you. We're not the traditional ag dealer where you have to come to the store. I'm the general sales manager. I do not want any of my sales reps in the store. They need to be out in the country calling on farmers.
Jeff, it's been a pleasure talking to you, finding out more about Ag Revolution. And of course, I had to ask earlier too, is Ag Rev slang? And it's like, no, it's the shortest, simplest way to get people to our website.
Absolutely.
Agrev.com.
Agrev.com.
Dale, thanks. Well, from disease to drought, the 2025 crop has been thrown a curveball late in the season. It's also pushing the crop to maturity quicker. And with USDA currently projecting a record yield, many analysts say the U.S. crop is likely going backwards in terms of yield. But that doesn't necessarily mean the USDA will cut yield prospects next month. The watch is on for a possible development of the La Nina climatic pattern later this year. But what is the potential to form, and how might it impact parts of the U.S.?
The National Weather Service recently issued a La Nina watch, meaning the possibility of this climatic system developing in the fall or winter months. Two things USDA meteorologist Brad Rippey notes about the watch. First,
there is a likelihood of La Nina formation, but certainly we are nowhere near that point yet. We're just starting to see some signs of things happening in the equatorial Pacific, pointing us in the direction of La Nina.
However, other forecasters are
calling for a weak and short-lived La Nina. A little disagreement. That's why the odds are currently placed at about 60% chance of La Nina formation.
La Nina conditions historically mean increased drought potential in the western and southern U.S., with concerns about impacts to pastures and rangelands, forages for livestock, and fall-sown crops like winter wheat. If the forecast is accurate, this would be the fifth time in 6 winters that La Nina or La Nina-like events have occurred. I'm Rod Bain reporting for the U.S. Department of Agriculture in Washington, D.C.
Well, there is continued evidence that we may once again experience some low water conditions on the lower Mississippi River this fall. The prospects for restricted barge transportation this fall may come as a surprise for many, given the healthy amounts of rainfall throughout much of the Midwest this spring and summer. And Brazil's president has authorized the start of a process to retaliate against the 50% U.S. tariffs. Bloomberg reports the U.S. government was formally notified of the decision on Friday. The markets are next.
This is Dale Menyo with the Ohio AgNet. For over 25 years, my truck has been running strong on biodiesel, reliable, high-performance fuel that keeps me on the road promoting agriculture. Every gallon helps power Ohio's economy, protect our environment, and support our hardworking soybean farmers. The best part? It works in any diesel engine. No modifications needed. Take it from me. Choose biodiesel and drive with purpose. Learn how at soyohio.org. The Ohio's Country Journal sweepstakes are back. 4 winners will receive a $250 Visa gift card. Subscriptions are still free, but we must have a new request on file from subscribers every 3 years. Come renew or subscribe at the Farm Science Review, and you'll meet that September 20th deadline to be entered. If you've already subscribed since January 1, 2025, you're automatically already entered. Good luck, everyone.
The market's brought to you by Seed Consultants, simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. At the Board of Trade on Friday, September corn $3.98 up 12.5, December corn $4.20 1/4 up 10 1/4, September beans $10.36 3/4 up 8.5, November beans $10.54 1/2 up 6 1/2. September wheat, $5.18 up 7 3/4. At the Mercantile Exchange, October cattle $239.65 up $2.72. October hogs $95.02 up 75 cents. October feeder cattle $364.47 up $2.95. This is the Ohio AgNet.